All right, we are live. We're live to tape, as we say. All right, I'm now going to do something I'm going to try to do every week, which is like weekly pick'ems. Um, I'm pretty big on predictions. I think it's really fun to do predictions for the Overwatch League. It's the league I follow the most of anything, maybe baseball. Um, I am really looking forward to the year. Really looking forward to this weekend. And here we go. This is the new Pickem's website, by the way. So you go to pick'em.overwatchleague.com and just log in to like your. I have a different username here. Now, actually, they're the same now for my Blizzard account. So you just log in with like your Blizzard account, and you accumulate points. And I think the points earn you stuff over the course of the season. Like I think you can get like free like league tokens and stuff. So you should definitely do this. It's fun and it's a cool way to like if you have friends that like pay attention to Overwatch League 2, it's a good way for you guys to like track who's right and wrong about stuff. So, all right, we're gonna get right into it. I'm gonna try to keep this one pretty short. Usually, I want to keep these to like 15 minutes max. So here we go. Friday, first match, Battle of Texas. Two completely rebuilt teams, pretty much. I think there's only a couple of DPS players from each that are being retained. In fact, maybe even one on the Fuel, now that I think about it. Fuel just lost Eggsy. Eggsy's without a doubt their best player, was their hit scan specialist. In the league right now, with the way the metas are kind of like being massaged around, in most of them, there's a hit scan. Whether that's, whether that's an Ashe, a Widow, a McCree. Xy's McCree was god tier. Just one of the best McCrees, dude. I just can't. I'm very sad about XC. I hate the Dallas Fuel, by the way, but I'm not an idiot, okay? I know that they have potential and that they can be good, but the loss of XC is, I think it's a huge part of their leadership, quite frankly, and I think that that's going to bone them. But I think that it's going to go to a fifth map, and Houston will finally break their fifth map curse, and I think they take it. It's going to be a great Battle of Texas, though. Let me tell you what. It's going to be a great Battle of Texas, boy. I'll tell you what, son. Woo! Outlaws, though, baby. Let's go. Dante's going to absolutely carry. All right. LA and the Shock. I think LA is going to come out hard and win like the first two maps or something. I think something crazy like that. Like I think that'll like because Gladiators are good and they're going to shock people with how good they are. I don't think people understand how good they are. Shock, very funny, Dan. But the Shock are the Shock. Super's going to come out on Reinhardt and just absolutely waste people. So I think that Shock take this for sure. Giving Gladiators two maps might seem generous, but I see a lot of people who have this at 3-2, actually. So that's my day one prediction. Two games that go to 5, and I think that the Shock take this one. I really do. Let's move on to the next day. All right, so Defiant Titans. Yeah. Vancouver is going to disappoint a lot of Vancouver fans this year. They did not retain their best players from last season. I don't see much upside from them. Whereas with Toronto, there's a lot of upside potentially. So that's a 3-0. That's an easy clap. Florida and Atlanta. I think Atlanta take a map, but Florida is just so good. They're literally running their team back with a better main support and an extra flex support extra flex DPS to complement their already insane line of BQB and Yaki, who are gods in and of themselves. They also have OG now, who used to be on the Gladiators. He struggled there. He struggled on pretty much every team he's been on, but the talent is there and the mechanics are there. Luckily, he is very close with the staff at Florida, and I think there's a lot of upside there. I'm very high on the Mayhem this year. I'm a big fan. I'm a fan of them and a fan of what I think they can do. So I think they're going to take this game. I will give Atlanta a map because I think, They might have like a bad, like some teams just are just bad at like Gibraltar and stuff, and then like Gibraltar gets picked, and it's like, well, you know, oh well. So, all right, sorry about that. Got a little notification. Got distracted. All right, Fuel Glads. Yeah, that's if the Dallas Fuel take a map off the Gladiators, I will. I would just be shocked, dude. I would just be shocked. Okay, Houston, San Francisco. I think that's gonna be a 3-0. I'm not gonna lie. I think as much as I love my boys, I think they're gonna be riding high from Dallas, and they're going to. I think they're gonna get their comeuppance a little bit. San Francisco's just so good, dude. Like the Shock are just so good, especially in a rush meta. Like, give me a break, because they have a Lucio God. They have maybe the best Lucio in the world, and the best Reinhardt in the world, and maybe the best off tank in the world in Choyobin. And then they have they have the best flex support also in the world. Like they're just so good. They're just so good. Like as much as I love Houston, like, dude, this is not gonna go well for them. But Houston has shocked the Shock before. So if this were, I tell you what, this game is gonna be a 3-0, I think. If this in 3 months from now, I bet you Houston at least takes a map. Because Houston is a team that's gonna grow over time. Houston has a lot of amazing pieces, and they just need to put them together, but it's going to take time. It's going to take time. That's why I think Houston and Dallas are going to be a close game. They both are very new teams. They're still gelling. Even though the Outlaws look really good, there's a lot of good talk about the Outlaws, a lot of negative talk about Dallas. You can't trust that stuff. It all matters what's in the server. And these picks are so hard. They're so difficult to make early on in the year because we don't know what these teams look like. And I need you to take my picks with a grain of salt, because this is just my best judgment. But Lord help me, one of these is going to be wrong. You know what I mean? Something's going to be wrong. And I just doing my best over here. But poor Houston. I love you so much, Houston. I hope you win a map. I'm going to root for them to win a map, even though I don't have them here. Oh my gosh, Florida, Vancouver. Dude. Can I give them a fourth? No. Like, I would have given them a fourth map. Poor Vancouver. I wish Valiant and Vancouver were in the same division so that they could just like steal wins from each other every once in a while. Defiant and Atlanta. This goes 5, and I have Defiant taking it for sure. I just think that I think Defiant's coaching is going to make the difference there. As much as coaching isn't really something that affects like something mid-match, I just think that they're going to prep for this better. I think Atlanta doesn't know what they're doing with their personnel. If you watch my tier list video, I think Atlanta is not good at Overwatch. I think that they've like downgraded a few things and not filled in DPS roles that they need to. I mean, even though they have Kai, formerly KSP, the LA Valiant, he's a hard carry, but like, don't know. All right. We're going to go ahead. Will this mess things up? There you go. All right. Prediction saved for that one. Now in the East, that's an easy 3-0, easy clap. Dragons over Charge. Easy 3-0, easy clap over LA. But Valiant, you will never see me give Valiant a map for maybe the entire year. It depends. Things change. We see how teams level out. But, I mean, the Valiant are, like... There's people that have speculated that the Valiant couldn't even, like, win in contenders right now. Like, that's how bad they are. Like, really bad. Philly, Seoul. This is going to go to a 5th map. And I think Philly takes this. I think there's going to be a bit of a honeymoon phase. Reinforce on Plat Chat has this opinion, and I really, really liked it, that the former Philly players and the guys they've had to sign because of their weird visa issues, like they're gonna have a good first couple weeks, but then like over time, I think it might affect them negatively. But hopefully the visas work out. So we'll see. That's gonna be a story we follow all year. Guangzhou, Seoul. I'm gonna go. Because of the meta is so. Excuse me. Because the meta is so main tank dependent, I'm Seoul, dude. I just don't. I just don't have. I think Guangzhou takes them. I really do. I think that I think they win. I think maybe Seoul gets a map. Maybe they don't. But for now, I'm gonna say no. Chengdu, Shanghai. I'm gonna give Chengdu a map. I'm gonna give Chengdu a map. It might be a little bit of a bold prediction. Actually, Chengdu is another team that has made some good moves, and we don't know how it's gonna look yet. But given the fact that Shanghai is basically running it back, I'm going to just go 3-0. And in APAC, 3-0s are like really common, by the way. So I know it looks like wow, he's got 3-0s, 3-1s everywhere. That's like, it happens so much more in APAC than NA. NA, the teams are much closer together. In APAC, it's kind of like insane actually. But I think Philly is still going to 3-0 LA for sure, even with their weirdness they have going on. So there it is. Those are my predictions. If you're a betting man, this is what I would use. I definitely take these really seriously because I like take a lot of pride in like sports picks and like fantasy stuff like that. So this is definitely like me being objective, which I admit is tough. Being a Mayhem and Outlaws and Shanghai Dragons and Hangzhou Spark fan. Why isn't Hangzhou playing that first weekend? That's so weird. And then Shanghai doesn't play the next weekend. That's so... But then everyone plays this weekend, except not Philly. I guess a team is off every week. It looks like. That's really weird. Because XL doesn't play. That's really weird. All right, I'm going to save these. All right, that's it. Those are my predictions for week 1, APAC and NA. Hope you enjoyed.